It's the real and raw August Artois, and you're listening to Championship on the Line podcast with Rich and Alex.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're now listening to the Championship on the Line podcast. I'm Alex.
What's up, guys? I'm Richard.
And today is a very special episode of Lucha Talk. We have a very special guest. He is an independent wrestler from Florida. He is real. He is raw. He is August Artois. Thank you so much for being on the show today.
You're very welcome for having me, because I'm going to go and tell you right now your ratings are about to boost.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. So, how's everything been going since COVID happened? How's everything been changing over there?
COVID hasn't stopped me one bit. What happened was, I was living in Cleveland, Ohio when COVID happened. And when I found out it happened, I figured, well, the rest of the world's stopping. I'm going to keep going. So I moved to Florida, took all the money I had in my pocket. And this might be one of those violin stories, but it's not. I don't expect anybody to feel bad for me, because the journey was golden. So I moved to Florida, came down to WWNTC Training Center, came down here, paid my tuition, started training, and within 2 months of training, I'm already doing live shows. Now it's been 5 months of me training. I'm already main eventing.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
And
2020 hasn't been shit for me.
And that's fast too. Only 2 months, and you're already wrestling. Like what's the typical, how much time do you have to put in to have your first match usually?
Well, let's just say there's kids that I train with that have been training for about maybe a year to 3 years who are nowhere near the level I'm at.
Wow.
Not even doing shows yet. Still working on their headlocks and their cartwheels and their entrances. See, the thing about me is I was born with the it factor. Everything I do, I'm great at. I was a lead singer of a metal band at the age of 16 years old, signed to Metal Blade Records, toured 48 states across the country. I've been endorsed by YouTube. I've been to 8 countries, 48 states. I've been around the world. I'm exactly who everybody wants to be, but who nobody can be.
So you're pretty much casting checks and kicking ass at this point.
That's exactly what I'm doing. See, you're a smart guy. That's exactly what I'm doing.
I mean,
I'm real and I'm raw. I'm August Artois. You see, the ladies came to see me and the guys want to be me. It's just who I am. It's who I've always been.
wow, yeah. I mean, you could pretty much do it all. You could wrestle. You're great on the mic. I noticed you've done a little bit of ring announcing. What made you want to do that?
Well, the ring announcing, actually, I've been doing voiceovers my whole life. I do 48 different voices, and 47 different voices. And it came into my lane, and the opportunity was offered, so I jumped on it. And after seeing the crap that professional wrestling has to offer, the pure, terrible entertainment, and pardon my French, I don't know if I can swear on this channel, but I'll do it anyways, the shit talent that professional wrestling has to offer, I figured I'm putting this microphone and bow tie down, and I'm lacing these damn boots up.
That's awesome. So you're tired of the nonsense that I'm going to do it better than everyone else. I'm going to make it look easy.
That's a given, man. I mean, like I said, 5 months training. I've already been an extra on WWE Raw, SmackDown, NXT. I've made a name for myself already in a short, not even half a year of doing this, and really showing people it doesn't take that much. Wow. I mean, I smoke Black and Milds. I partake in other things. I barely work out. I eat junk food, pizza, Doritos. So for the fact that I can do this and they can't, it goes to show. I'm the best there is, the best there was. You know the rest.
Take us like a typical day. What's a typical day of August Artois?
Well, a typical day in August Artois' life, I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. I know you've heard that before, but that's what I do. I wake up in the morning and I celebrate my life. I sit there and I reflect on everything I've accomplished thus far, because absolutely nothing has been handed to me. My dad's not an ex-WWE star. My mom didn't sleep with Vince McMahon. I have absolutely nothing handed to me. So the fact is that I'm barely working as hard as I can. I'm not working as hard as I can, and I'm still making it farther than anybody else. So here, I reflect on all that. Then my day goes to the gym. I go to the gym, and I barely work out. I basically go to the gym so the girls have something to look at. I go to the gym, get my shit done, and then I go home. I play video games. I play with my cats. I study film. I study my film. I study British strong style. I study Japanese. I study everything from the WWE Network has to offer, from 1990s all the way till now. I do what it takes to be the best. You can't just get in a ring and pop a phony gimmick and be that guy. The thing about me is I am August Artois, inside and outside of the ring. So let me bring you back to the life now. So after the gym, after the house, now what do I have to do? I'm going to go to training. What time does training start? 7 o'clock. What am I going to do? I'll be there at 5, getting it in there way more than these jabronis do. And by the time they show up, I'm ready for round 2. And then I'm here till 10 o'clock. I go home, shove a big old Big Mac or a Whopper in my face, call it a night, wake up the next morning, and do it all again.
That sounds like an awesome life, man.
It is. I didn't mention the fun parts, but the women and the money, and we'll save that for round 2 of podcast.
Yes, we'll keep that to the X-rated episode later on.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, what made you decide to make the move to Florida, and why Dodian?
Florida sucks.
Oh.
Everybody in Florida sucks. The heat sucks. The cold sucks. Everybody sucks. And Florida doesn't deserve August Artois, but August Artois realizes that professional wrestling is in Florida. You're not going to make a name for yourself in Ohio. You're not going to make a name for yourself in Oklahoma. You have to be where wrestling, the epicenter of professional wrestling, is in Florida. So I moved. I found an apartment about 4 minutes from the training center. I wake up, I train, I go to sleep. This is all I do. This is all I'm meant to do. And this is why I'm going to make it. This is why I'm going to sign my name across an X of whoever is lucky enough to have their logo at the top of that contract.
Yeah, I'm like
speechless from that. That's so amazing. Well, all I can say, any promotion here just better have their wallets ready for you, my friend.
Well, here's the thing. WWN, ACW, this is who I've been working with since I've been down here. WWN, you can go to WWNlive.com actually and check out. We have all of our videos. You can go on YouTube to WWN. We have shows every other Tuesday. Our next show for Proving Ground, we have every other Tuesday. Our next one is December 22nd. We have pay-per-views coming up. We're actually probably one of the only promotions that's consistently doing this. We have our live. We do our live on WWNlive.com, on our Facebook. They were lucky enough to scoop me up as a, and I quote with my fingers, a rookie. They scooped me up, and they gave me a chance to get in that ring and show what I have. And now they're the lucky ones who get to claim August Artois.
Do you consider yourself a rookie or a veteran at this point?
I consider myself the best.
Oh, nice. And then with Florida, I mean, with the COVID happening, has it changed with like the audience with Dodian? Is it still the same?
We've recommended these dirt balls to wear masks at our shows, and I think even if there wasn't COVID, keep your ass 6 feet away from me and put a mask on that nasty face. I agree completely with the restrictions, but the fans come out. It's not much to get in. $10, $20 for VIP. If you're drinking or eating, which most of these fat slobs are doing most of the show anyways, you can pull your mask down and hide your gullet.
So with every match, what is like, since you don't like the fans, so what is your motivation going into every match?
Himself.
My motivation is to stop the journey of the man that's in front of me. Recently, I've been facing some other students, and their goals are ever since I was a boy, I've always wanted to be the champion. I'm not here to be the champion, because every day I wake up, I am the champion. I'm better than anybody who steps in that ring. So my goal is to make sure you never reach yours.
Wow.
Wow is right. And if you want to say wow real quick, a real shout out real quick to the Wealth of Wrestling. You sign with Robbie K, you go all the way. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, nice. With I just wanted to I saw your matches on YouTube with Sideshow and with Jake Sterling. They were ones that were great matches. What are your thoughts on those guys?
Well, Jake Sterling's a loser. And Sideshow's a veteran. He's also a loser. Anybody that steps in the ring with me is a loser. But let me put it this way. The realest I can possibly be, Jake Sterling was the only other kid in my training that was eye to eye with me, the one who was up to par with me, the one who was as hungry as I was. So I realized, shit, you're pretty good. Now I have to beat you to be better. And we went back and forth. Of our first battle, he knocked me out cold with a knee to the chin, unexpected out of nowhere. Second match, I won clean. We had our rubber match at Hollow Reckoning. If you see that video, I jumped off the top railing, the truss around the ring. I jumped off that about 20 foot down, crossbodied. He still came out with that victory, though. But then he had a championship match recently for the heavyweight championship match. It was a four-way. Well, four-ways don't have rules, so you bet your ass I made sure I jumped in there and made sure he did not have a chance of winning that championship. Then we had a rematch recently at Proving Ground, and I walked away with that W, too. So you can say me and him are pretty eye-to-eye. And then Sideshow, I would say I've heard nothing but great things from Sideshow. He's been up and down. He's wrestled people like Darby Allin. He's taken on some of the biggest names in professional wrestling as an independent wrestler. So for him to want to face me, that's a blessing. Maybe a curse for him, because these two matches that we did have, we had one at IPW, we had one at ACW, WW Improving Ground. He made it by the skin of his teeth. He barely beat me, but I'll tell you, that was probably one of the hardest hitting matches I've ever had as a Sideshow.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, all those matches I saw, like, in YouTube Proving Ground, like, they were great matches with Sideshow and Jake Sterling also. But also...
Any match with me, and it's great, brother.
That's thank you for finishing the sentence for me. That's awesome. But with Florida, what are your goals? Like, do you want to, like, where do you else you want to travel in the world? Like, what are your goals to go in wrestling?
My goals, that's a good question. I'm going to try to make it over to the UK as soon as these restrictions start to lift. My coach, Francisco Chiazzo, head trainer at the WWNTC, he's got strong connections with the UK. I'm going to try to get over there. And also Ron Nemi from IPW, he also has really strong connections with in Japan. So I'm going to try to, venture my way out there and live the culture and go over there and show them who's real and who's raw, and, spread the August all across the world.
That's awesome. And then who do you want to work with? Is there any wrestlers do you want to work with? Like, what are your dream matches?
Yeah, I think I'm the dream match. Anybody who wants to get in the ring with me, I could care less who is across the ring for me, who's getting their ass whooped. Honestly, yeah, just give me the paycheck and send me home. I don't care who I fight.
Yeah, I apologize for my brother. He's asking, what privilege. No, you gotta ask him, whose ass do you want to kick next? Okay, Alex?
Yes, there we go. Whose ass do I want to kick next? Whoever is almost to their goal. That's whose ass I want to kick next. Who's ever almost to their goal.
And send them back in the line.
Exactly.
Is there anyone in particular do you want?
Oh, let's see here. You know what? My brother is actually a referee. His name's Kai Douglas. I'd say one of the greatest referees until recently. You guys will see a match coming up that he reffed between. It was a 6-man match. Stay tuned. You'll watch that. You'll see why I have problems with him from that point on forward. But I would love to get there. Ever since being a kid with me and him loving wrestling growing up, I wish I could just rip those stripes off him and beat his ass.
Is that something you did when you guys were kids?
Oh, no, it was always me getting my ass kicked. That's why I want him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, brother. The little brother growing up, I was always Luigi. He was always Mario. I was always the second, so now that we're both in the same ring, so badly I want to just tell my opponent to get out and ring that bell and me and my brother go at it.
Is he going to be a wrestler too, or is he just going to be a ref?
Oh, my brother is actually one of the top.
Oh.
Actually, I'd say the top, but one of the top referees in Florida right now, Kai Douglas. He's been doing work for WWE. He's been on multiple. He was on Raw Underground. He was on multiple segments of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, multiple segments of NXT. He's been reffing for MLW. Probably the hottest thing out besides me. He's probably second in line to August Artois.
I agree with that.
That's awesome. Yeah. But you said earlier that you did some, you were an extra for Duty. How did that come about?
It came about because I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm the realest and the rawest. What they did was they went through their list of applications. They saw loser, August, and they were like, "Damn, bring that kid in. He looks good. He probably smells good. He's sexy. He's he's everything the girls want, everything the guys want to be. Bring him in." So I did. My first segment was actually with Mr. McMahon himself, I was actually working security. And then with Raw, I got to be an extra with Raw Underground, and NXT, I got to do the NXT 30 for the pay-per-view. I was in the crowd, actually. You can't miss me. I'm the loudest son of a bitch in the crowd. And then I got the mask on that says August Artois, so you can't miss me right in the middle of hard cam. Those were, I'll be honest, though, those were blessings. For them to reach out and to have me do that, those were blessings. Obviously on the radar at a very fast rate. I was actually with the WWE Raw and SmackDown. I actually did those two before I even ever stepped in a ring. So I was training, did those, then I ended up having my first match after that.
So before even stepping in the ring, they already had an eye on you, pretty much.
You could say that, yes. You could definitely say that.
I mean,
I don't know where the eye is, but it's Florida. They always have somebody watching.
And especially, with doing stuff for Duty, do you want to do stuff for like other companies like AEW and Impact?
Oh, of course, yes, definitely. I'm trying to work myself on the AEW Dark as we speak. I'm trying to maybe get in with Impact. And as that comes, as soon as first impressions are everything. So give me that shot, and I'm definitely going to show that I deserve it.
And what makes you different from any other wrestler out there?
Man, there's two words: real, raw. There's phony and fake. I'm real, I'm raw. Simple. I tell it like it is. I give it like it is. I'm what wrestling is, from my promos to the way I dress to I show up to the shows to the way I handle myself in the locker room. I'll just go ahead and say this. I'm August Artois. I am professional wrestling.
If I was any president of a promotion, I'll be like, all right, he's hired.
Yeah, you'd be smart then, too.
You'd be smart, Alex, and a billionaire if you hired this man. Okay?
Bingo. You'd be a millionaire. I'd be a billionaire.
Okay. Sorry about that.
So with like social media being such a big impact in wrestling, how much do you carry with social media? Is it important for you?
Too much time, man. Social media is so stupid. Here's the thing. Follow me on Facebook, because I'm going to post the same shit I post on Facebook and on Instagram and on Twitter and on this and on that. Check honest to God, if you go to my Tinder account, it mentions my professional wrestling. So any way I can get it, brother. But I think it's such a pain in the ass to sit there and post a picture, edit it, post the title, boom, send it. All right. Copy that. Copy the picture. Go to Twitter. Do the same damn. And like I said, I'm real. So when I post my stuff, I say, hey, check it out on here. Or go on Twitter and see the same shit that I'm posting on here. Literally the same exact stuff. Maybe some different hashtags. But yeah, I think social media is stupid. I wish I was born in the wrong era. I wish I had to, burn all my matches onto a VHS and drive miles to put it into drop boxes and beg people to watch it. It's basically a who you know business these days, I think.
No, it's true. I totally agree with that. I feel that promoters are instead looking at how many followers and how good you are.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's very true, because one of my buddies were going through a WWE tryout, and he looked to his left and right and said, there's not a person in here that's ever been, they're all in the ring going, oh, it's so bouncy. They've never been in a ring. These are superstars. These are athletes. They're like basketball players and football players and dancing with the star actors and shit. Like, they're trying to get that money, and it's steering away from professional wrestling, and that's why there is no goal for me. I'm going to WWE, or that's it. No, whoever wants exactly what I'm giving is going to get me. I'm not going. Same thing when I was in a metal band. 3 labels wanted us. 2 of them wanted us to completely change who we were. 1 of them wanted us for who we were. So I don't give a shit if I'm losing out on money. Money's not obviously a problem to August Artois. I already got enough of that. So where I want to go is where I'm going to be happy, and where they're going to let me be me, and that's simple as that. Shit, I'll stay in WWN if I have to.
Wow, yeah, like And also, like you said, you were like in a band. Tell us more about like what was that like, the experience?
Oh, it was just same thing as I am now. I'm a showstopper. I'm the center of attention. I'm the main attraction. So what do you do with that kind of person? You give them a microphone and make them the lead singer of your band. You're welcome, Forever and Terror. You guys got signed. And then I moved on to bigger and better things. They weren't up to my par. So 18 years old, we separated and went my other way. Got endorsed by YouTube with rap music. I've done multiple. I have my own music studio at home. I've done multiple things of music, voiceovers. Then I realized professional wrestling needs a hero. I got him. His name's August.
But you're a villain more than a hero, right?
Yeah, but you see, everybody loves to hate me, and everybody hates to love me. I'm everybody's hero. I got the people that come to these shows that hate me and scream out August sucks. They probably got a big old poster of me hanging above their bed. They want to be like me, but they can't. So, I mean, think about that. That's got to kill you inside. Seeing somebody that you just wish you could be like them. You wish you could do the things they do, but you can't. So you love them, but you fucking hate them too.
I mean, man, dude, just all the stuff you're saying is like you're like a rock star. But in the
I'm
wrestling,
a rock star, brother.
He is. Have you been listening the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, man. I'd ask your mom if you guys can like maybe get rid of him as a brother.
hey, I'm the little one, man. You should be. I could relate to you.
Yeah, well, not because you're not real and raw. You're not asking the good questions. You need to get on. You need to get on board, brother.
No, I'll ask a question. Sorry for my little brother.
That's okay, brother.
So any era, who could you wrestle from the 70s, 80s to now? I mean, whose ass would you want to kick from any era of wrestling?
Shawn Michaels or Adam Cole?
Why them?
Why them? Because I think that they are what August Artois would be if I was in their bodies. They give it their all. They are the center of attention. They are the best of the best. They are all that and a bag of chips. So that's completely relatable. I would say my list is probably, if you guys say the 80s, 90s, and now, my list is probably in the hundreds. But if I had to pick one or two, it would be those two.
No, I agree. They're great wrestlers, but the only difference is that you're better.
Oh God, yeah, dude. That's a given. I didn't think I even mentioned that.
Just for the dopes at home not listening, this is real raw August Artois, okay?
Oh yeah, you guys can follow me on Instagram at _real_Artois7, and you guys can check me out on Twitter. That's Artois August. For all you idiots that are dyslexic, just go ahead and read my name forward. And then I believe you can check me out on Facebook at August Artois. Make sure to get those likes up, because once I get to 1,000 likes, I'm just going to kick someone's ass for no reason.
And I also like the name too, August Artois. Is that like French?
Oh yeah.
Is that like?
Well, my two favorite people in the whole world were born in August, so I've named that's a positive. And then after, this is kind of crazy. After I picked this name, Artois, yeah, you guys already know where Artois comes from. It sounds fucking awesome, and it's sexy. It's a sexy word for a sexy man. But August, I actually found out my great grandfather's name is, his middle name is August, and my great grandfather's first name is August, and I didn't know that. So that's kind of weird, but awesome, because they're both awesome men.
That's awesome. It works.
So
yeah, it all fits together. That's the first thing I did. Like, before I even got in the ring, I had boots, I had custom gear, I had custom theme music. That's why I hit the ground running, because these jabronis come out here with their black tights and their generic music, and they, come on, let's go. No, sorry. And first impressions are everything. So when I came out, my music hit. It says, boom. All the ladies came to see me. Boom. All the guys want to be me. Boom. I'm real. I'm raw. I'm August Artois. Before I even stepped through the curtain, people were booing and screaming out that they hated me. When I showed my face and I told them to put their masks on, to shut their damn mouths, don't touch me because I'm greater, they hated me to the core. And they still hate me to the core. And then the thing is, after my shows, people think, oh, this is all fake and phony, right? Hey, August, good match. Get the hell out of my face, you jabroni. I'm not here to make friends, and you don't want to be my enemy. That's one thing about me. The real and raw, that doesn't stop at the ring. It doesn't stop at the apron. It comes all the way home with me and stays there.
So pretty much, hate or love you, they'll always remember you.
Exactly.
And what I like about like you is like everything is perfect. Like the ring, the entrance song, your gear, like everything.
Well, he's perfect.
Yeah, you guys are both becoming smart now. You guys are like Siamese twins.
Do you think that's important though for every wrestler? Like everything to be perfect, the gear, music. Do you think that plays a huge factor?
The thing about being a true artist in any sense is that nothing is perfect. So the harder you try to make it perfect is there's guys out here that, well, I'm good enough, so they're not coming to train. I'm sitting out in the parking lot right now at training. The guys are in there rolling around. I told them, excuse me, August Artois has some serious business to deal with. They wouldn't understand, what this lifestyle is like to be interviewed. They're still working on, like I told you, their roles. But I'm here too. So that goes to show you that even August Artois is at training. So these losers out here that are, I've been training for this long, I can work a match. Go to hell. They're the ones that are going to go, why did he make it? Why did he get signed? I want to be him. You'll never be me because you don't put in the work like I do.
Yeah, I mean, with like me and Rich, we're from California. Is California one of the places that you want to wrestle next?
Oh, California sucks.
I agree with you. This place is
Hey, don't come on.
You guys get me booked with a beautiful hotel, an airfare, and some money to spend. Now we'll talk about me coming to Cali.
I was saying, like, what do the promoters in California? What do they got to do to bring you over here?
He just said it.
Tell them to call me.
So, another thing I wanted to say, after listening to you, I feel that you're reinventing the blueprint to become one of the greatest, or if now the greatest. How do you feel that many people are going to try to duplicate you?
Well, some already have tried. I would like to not say any names, but I'm too much of an asshole not to. Out of nowhere, someone changed their name in NXT to August Gray. I don't know where anybody would get the name August from, but let's just say that I motivate people. I am the reason people are out there getting in the ring more, training more, tweaking their music, cutting promos, retaking their promos and reshooting them and practicing them. I'm making everybody around me better. And hey, for them to idolize me in that sense and not even put it out forth on the forefront of it, they're not giving me the credit, but the credit's being given. So it warms my heart seeing what I've created around me, the fire that I've started in the last 5 months.
So everyone essentially is working harder because they see you coming.
I would like to go ahead and say yes.
But I see more fear in them.
I do see fear because they know damn well that my goal is not for the belt, but to make sure they never have it. So that's kind of a someone you don't want to be around, really. Someone who's not after the same goals as you, but to make sure that you'd never make it to yours. Ouch.
So you're a winner and a dream crusher.
Dream crusher for sure, brother.
So, for any of the listeners out there, like they want to be a wrestler, what advice can you give to those people? Work
hard, train, study. Everyone thinks that you have to, training 2-3 days a week, 4 days a week, whatever. That's not all you're learning. A lot of my coach, Francisco Chiazzo, he taught me as much as he could. There's things that he taught me the headlocks, the hip toss, the arm drags. He gave me the basics. And then he taught me the inside the mind, inside the business. Then I ran with it. So there's a lot of guys who they're not going home and studying Razor Ramon and Diesel and Undertaker, and they're not going home and studying all these. You want to be a heel? Study heels. You want to learn how to have a match that looks like you're getting your fucking teeth kicked in? Study that. Be this. Be that. It's kind of like the old saying, you can't change the world unless you change yourself. So you can't be the person you want to be unless you work that hard to be that person. A lot of these people are wondering why this kid's been training for Well, you know, in the beginning, he's been training for 2.5 months, and he's already working shows, and I'm on before him. Why? And now, like you said, some people will go, hell yeah, that motivates me. I want to do that too. But then there's those other people that will go, who the fuck is this kid? Well, keep your eyes open, dickheads, because I just showed you who the hell this kid is.
Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's not cool, Alex. Those are facts.
Yeah.
Facts, Alex, facts.
So we're starting to wrap up the shows. Anything you want to plug in with social media?
I gotta go in here and make sure these losers are rolling around and training and sweating, because, you know, it's crazy to me that, you know, a trainee turns into a trainer, just like that, brother. But, you know, it's August Artois, man. I mean, everything I do in life, I'm good at. Everything. Like I said, a metal band at the age of 16. You know how many people I pissed off with that? 16 years old. And then on top of that one, by the age of 30, I've been to 8 countries and 48 states. You know how bad that pisses someone off who's never left the state they were born in? It rubs people the wrong way, brother. But the thing is, any promotion is free promotion. So keep a lot of the haters out there, run your mouth about August, because August is known. Probably thanks to you guys.
Yeah. So anything else? Do you want to plug in any bookings or anything you have upcoming?
Yes. Actually, just go to WWNlive.com. It's got everything you need to know right there. We got December 22nd. We got a Proving Ground coming up. We got WWA4 coming down here from Atlanta down to Newport Richey, Florida. So make sure, again, WWNlive.com. Check that out for all of our upcoming shows. You can subscribe to WWN Live. You can watch our shows live on our pay-per-view on Fight TV. We're doing some really, 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 really big things with the Proving Ground. So keep your eyes glued to that. Again, Instagram at The Real Artois 7, Twitter Artois August, Facebook August Artois. Make sure you follow my brother Kai Douglas, greatest referee in Florida. And that's about it, my friend. Everything else, shit. It's like pouring out gasoline in a long stream and lighting it. Soon, you're going to hear a boom. It's going to be ending with August Artois standing there.
Awesome. Any message to the fans listening? Do you want to say anything to them?
Yeah, go to hell.
All right, we'll end it right with that. So once again, thank you so much for joining the pod.
You're welcome.
It was an honor to be.
Damn right it was.
I'm saying it right now. I think this is the best episode so far.
No, you don't think it is the best episode, okay?
Yeah, it was the best episode. It was the realest and the rawest episode. You guys are very welcome.
Thank you. I'm very honored again. Thank you so much.
Oh, and that check better clear, by the way. I received it for doing this podcast. It better clear, or I will make that trip to Cali.
Oh, we're working on it. Okay, so we'll wrap up with Lucha Talk. I'm Alex.
And I'm Richard.
And thank you for listening.
And I'm August Artois. Don't forget about me. I'm August Artois, damn it.
Sorry. August Artois, our guest today, and we thank you very much for joining. And that will be the end of the Championship on the Line pod. Thank you for listening.